Hello and welcome to another blog highlight video. This blog is amazing because it talks about 5 things you need to do when you get a job offer. Now, a job offer is not real until it's written on paper. Very often during a phone screen, a site visit, people will say to you, employers will say to you, if I offered you $80,000 right now, would you take it? It's a trick. Don't say yes. Instead say that you're very excited about that offer, you really appreciate it. You'd love to see it on paper so you could go home and discuss it. That's called appealing to a higher authority, and get back to them. Okay? Never accept it. If they get too pushy or aggressive, guess what? That just shows you don't want to work with them. Okay? Most times they'll just ask you that to see how you respond, to see if they can get a quick yes out of you, because now if they get a yes, you can't ask for more money because you've already said yes. Okay? They're taking away your negotiation ability. So this article is in the context of having a written offer in hand. Number 1, do your research thoroughly on the company. Have you ever got into a discussion, right? A lot of us as PhDs had this happen to us. You got into a discussion about a field or a topic you thought you knew a lot about, maybe with your professor or somebody who definitely knew more than you, and they started getting into the intricacies of it, and you all of a sudden started losing your footing in the discussion, in the argument, right? In the defense of what you were saying or your work, and immediately you felt a little bit nervous. Right? It's like, uh-oh, I'm definitely out of my domain here. The other person knows more than me. You felt unprepared. And as such, you weren't able to negotiate that discussion well. You weren't able to negotiate that argument or defense well. Okay? This is something that all PhDs get trained on and prepare for leading up to their thesis defense. The same holds true when you are negotiating your salary. The more you know about the company, the more you know about the field, the more you know about the average salary, the more you know about that location, the cost of living in that location, the more solid ground you're going to be on, the more negotiation leverage you're going to have, because knowledge is power. So do your research up front. This article discusses this. Number 2, keep your options open by getting multiple interviews. When you get a job offer written, you have a couple of days of magic time, okay? This is your time where you have a written offer in hand that you can accept. Go to every other employer you've been talking to, tell them you have a written offer, don't tell them the company, and say you have a written offer, and because of this, you'd like to accelerate the interview process or the consideration process because you really want to work for their company for XYZ reason. Okay, every company has a pro and a con, multiple pros and cons. Choose whatever the biggest pro of working at that company is and tell them that's the reason you want to speed up the consideration process. Say before you make a decision on this current offer, you'd really like to sit down with an interview with them because you really want to work for their company for XYZ reason. Do this to every company, every employer, every employee you're talking to. Try to get a fast referral so that you can have multiple job offers at the same time. If you get 2 or 3 job offers at once, options are levers when it comes to negotiation. Okay, you can play these offers against each other in the right way, and we go into this into the Cheeky Scientist Association training. You can play these offers against each other in the right way without getting nasty, without mentioning the company names, to dramatically increase your salary. Read the rest of the article for the other 3 points. It's a great article if you're about to negotiate a salary contract. If you're looking for a job in industry, you definitely need to read the rest of the article. If you want to get access to all of our articles, if you want to get them sent to you when they come out, just go to phdsgethired.com, put your name and email on the Cheeky Scientist Association waitlist. That tells us you're serious about getting a job in industry. We'll send you all of our free materials. You can also go to our blog's external page where you can see all of our trending articles, our podcasts, etc. at cheekyscientist.com/blog. As always, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.